Over 95% of schools and 50% of homes in the United States are connected to the internet. But for many parents, the educational uses of the web are still a mystery. This month, kids help dispel the mystery and the myths about the internet with Take Your Parents to Cyber School, a national campaign that helps families explore safe educational websites. Here to tell us about the campaign is David Debs, Field Manager for Cable in the Classroom. David, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, many of our viewers are familiar with what Cable in the Classroom is, but for those who aren't, give us a history of Cable in the Classroom.
Well, Cable in the Classroom is a public service initiative of the cable communications industry. It was created 11 years ago in 1989 by two arms of that industry, cable companies, cable service providers, and cable programming companies, networks that you think of when you think of cable. Cable service providers, your cable company, agrees to make sure that schools have access to cable programming by providing those cable connections that give schools access to cable programming through a monthly service. They also provide Cable in the Classroom magazine to schools so that they know what programming will be on when. Cable programming companies and networks, again, that you think of when you think of cable, they provide 540 hours of commercial-free, copyright-cleared video programming for teachers to tape to use in their classroom to support their curriculum whenever it works best for them. Cable has evolved dramatically over the years. We no longer are just involved with providing video content, but today increasingly internet content. And in fact, many of the programming companies have been creating a number of video and internet sites combined as a resource for teachers. And so we're very much today involved with training teachers or working with teachers to give an awareness or create an awareness of those internet sites and those good educational resources that can be found online that work well with the video.
So describe the Take Your Parents to Cyber School campaign. What is it really all about?
Well, the Take Your Parents to Cyber School campaign is an outgrowth really of that change in what's available now to teachers and to parents and kids, the three communities of education. The Take Your Parents to Cyber School program is actually an event, a week-long event, that will focus attention on the student, the child. They will be the mentor, the teacher. They will bring the parent to those sites so that they become aware, or more aware if they know a little bit now about the programming and the video internet sites, more aware of what's going to be available for their students, their children to go to find resources for their school.
So tell us, what will families actually find when they log on to this website?
Well, let me show you. If you go to our website, which is ciconline.org, Cable in the Classroom's website, there'll be a hot link during the kickoff for the event here. By clicking on this, it will take you to the actual Cyber School event, or the Take Your Parents to Cyber School event page. It centers, the page centers around the game, the Cyber School game, although there's a number of other resources we'll look at. The Cyber School game is a grade-sensitive questions designed to let the student, the child, bring the parent through the resources of the cable industry, the educational websites, and they will choose a grade level, 6 through 8 we'll use for our example here, and what we'll load are some questions. They're animated icons here with the Flash program. By clicking on one of the questions, one of the icons rather, you get the question, and you might have a hard time reading this one. It says, which of the following is a necessary part of jazz? Not many students will automatically know the answer to that, and I suspect not many parents will automatically know the answer to that. And so the opportunity to investigate the information, to find the answer to the question online using a sound academic resource, in this case provided by VH1, by clicking on the site, it brings up the page about jazz. This particular one on VH1 about jazz, where not only lesson plan for teacher, but also information about jazz is included. By reading through this site, students can find the answer, and they'll find out that it's this one. I won't give it all away. But by answering correctly, you'll get music and activity, and it's a lot of fun, especially the elementary one is different from the high school one, which is different from the middle school one. And by clicking on Reveal This part of the maze, it opens up a treasure hunt, in this case for the middle school student. And you can actually go through the maze using your mouse, because of the technology here using the website, to find once you finish the whole project, or the whole map. So it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's designed for students to say, hey, look, Mom, Dad, come and see this, and look what VH1's doing, look what the various networks are doing.
And you had mentioned, too, that they could win certain things by answering stuff right. What kind of prizes can families win?
Well, over on the left-hand side of the game site, on the site, there are links to a number of resources. One of it is called Sweepstakes, and during the week of February 5th through 10th, those people who wish to participate in the sweepstakes merely enter the sweepstakes, and They will get the opportunity to fill in information which is only for the sweepstakes, and they can win prizes. The grand prize is a computer, a PC,
Ooh.
a desktop computer. But other prizes include educational software, the Microsoft Encarta reference suite, and video programs from the members of Cable in the Classroom, which are going to be a wonderful treat for families.
Sure, sure. Now, since safety is a big concern for many parents, knowing that their kids are going to be out there surfing the web, what kind of things are built in to make sure that the kids are getting where they have to be, that parents can feel confident that the media and the websites that they're dealing with are okay?
Well, this entire project is done in cooperation with the National Association of Elementary School Principals, which is a wonderful partnership because it really does speak to the concern that both groups have of what is online and how it's being used in the classroom and how it's being used at home by students as they extend the learning activity from school, in many cases using the internet at home. And so we have included in the site, again with the support of the NAESP, the media literacy links that have been developed by the members of our organization, the Cable in the Classroom networks, as well as other services, cable operators. We have links to media literacy and links to internet literacy, which will take you directly to a number of resources which include opportunities for parents to learn about using the internet with their children, opportunities to learn about using computers to access the internet, and opportunities to learn about what's online and how you decide if it's valid content, the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why of a website.
So really to help parents educate themselves and be smart about the web.
Right, it's designed for the parents and the students together to investigate those things.
Excellent. Well, we're going to take a break, but later in the program we're going to talk about how schools can participate in the campaign. So we'll come back to that, and we'll be back with this month's Cable in the Classroom highlights right after these messages.